What's good, y'all? It's your boy B Phil, back again with another trade ideas for 9/29/22. And you know what it do. We're gonna be back on the charts looking at the NASDAQ. Ooh. Alright, that was weird. Alright, so let's go ahead and just start up the 1 hour. Let's look at it. I mean, we've been going downtrend, and we're starting to see structural breaks here. So we see this, look at that, break a structure. So that means theoretically we want to see where did this break come from, either from this zone or from down here. Let's go ahead and take this lower point and let's say, hey, we'll take that as a demand. Right, because we see it start to come down here, right here, comes up, comes down, comes back up. So what we're seeing is this break of structure here, right? So then we're looking there, and then it breaks up finally here, doosh. All right, so where did that come from? You could say from here. We'll use this bottom one because we'll say this actually is the overall MB. So on the higher time frame, if we're pretty much looking for a double MB on the 1 hour. So this is just going to be too large of a trade zone, but this is really what we're looking for. But what we want to do is we want to refine that so we get some reasonable trade. And it looks like it can run, right? There's plenty of liquidity up there. Plenty. And look at this area right here. So we could say that on the hour time frame, right? We could definitely say that, but what we want to see it pull back a bit more. So we'll drop down to the 30 and see what's going on. And intermediate, yeah. So we could say this, and we'll just be patient, right? And so if we're actually looking for it to trade down here, now you see it turns from a 1 to 2, a 3 to a 1 to 17 essentially, even with a lot of padding on it. So we're going to say we're going to put an alert down here. This lag is interesting. All right, so we just go ahead and throw that alert on the chart as a demand zone. And that's an hourly zone, right? We could right now say, hey, well, we want to scalp it down, maybe for a 1-to-1. So we're looking in, we start to go down to the 5-minute, and we're seeing that we have price. It actually already came up and mitigated this area right here, and it's starting to look like it's forming equal lows. So let me actually highlight what I'm talking about here, and actually let me hide this. Wow, the slag is. These commands aren't happening how I want them to happen. All right, cool. So, anyways, what I'm saying is you see it just fell off right on the lower time frame. This is the 5-minute, and you have a zoomed in view. So it came up, fell off, came up, retested this area in here. Right now, it's just playing around in here, and I reckon we have these equal low, all of this right here, right? So why not go and clear it and then clear this as well to at least come down to here? So what do we want to do? We want to look for a reason to go down to there. So let's do that. So we have our structure going like this. It comes down, comes up, lower high, higher high. Then finally we break back down, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. Equal lows, right? Break a structure, higher high, higher low, higher high. We say higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, breaker structure, lower low, lower high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Ooh-wee. So we don't really have anything here. We finally see a break down here, breaker structure, lower low. Now potential, oh, there we go. Look at that. About 630 just shot down. So now we're starting to see the break. Well, a possible break. We have a breakup. We want to see double NB here. So even if we tested this, even if we said came down and broke and we came and we tested in the zone, now it's coming down pretty hard. We want to see it actually break this structure right here first, pull back a little bit, and then take a trade. So it looks like maybe we'll get that because we want to see it refill all of this. There's a lot of what they may call imbalance, but pretty logical reason for it to pull back into here. And technically, I guess this is what they call pre-market. It looks like it gapped down too. So this is the first break. This will be the second break. So actually, let's, because if you're looking on the 15-second, I mean, candlestick structure, break one right here. This may be a little too crazy. So here's what I'm looking at. So what we do, wow, this is, let's try this actually. So we'll be looking at something like that. All right. So this is what we do. We'll go ahead and just take this. So now we're tapped in. We're looking for a 1-to-1. And that's it, right? So here we go right here. Let's do this. So stop. Let's do that, and let's move our alert, another alert up here. Stopped out. And we'll do one more down here. And we'll say full TP. So we're gonna have to move it a little bit because, again, I got slipped in. Let's see, our TP is at, what is that? 11288. So we just do this. 11288. We hit OK. And we move that down there like that. And let's make sure we got this pretty accurate. We got tapped in at, all right, great. And there we go. A 1-to-1. So there you go. You can see I'm down right now, 421. But I mean, that was a quick 1-to-1. Nice little sell stop, and that's it. Pretty simple. So let's go ahead and make sure we got the prices right on here on our chart for review tomorrow. You know, just in case we see what else we could have gotten with that. 11319.28. So 11,319 and 28 cents, or 28 points, I guess, technically. So here we go. That was what we did. And yeah. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed that small little live trade of a 1-to-1 right there. Anyways, with that being said, that's it. That's all I got for you all today. Actually, no, that was just one breakdown. We were just looking at the NASDAQ and we ended up taking a trade somehow. All right, well, let's go and look at some more analysis. Well, let's actually deactivate this alert and let's take away this stop. And just to be, we actually want to see it come down to here, right? That's what we want to see ultimately, because we want to say, hey, it's going to mitigate this area before we can buy up. Now, I guess we just took a small little scalp there for a 1-to-1, but I mean, ultimately, that was pretty much the goal. And if we looked at how much meat was on the bone, a 1-to-4 was on that bone. Anyways, we'll just go ahead and leave NASDAQ alone. We took one, and that's pretty much it there. Actually, let me do what I said I was going to do and take off this alert. Delete. Great. Okay, so let's go look at the euro. Euro man. The Euro man. Looks like we're in an uptrend. Right? We broke down here, but then we had a large break or a large shift. So structure went up. Alrighty. Okay, so now we're looking for what's a good zone to trade off here. Not really any on the hourly, in my opinion. They all look like hot garbage. They don't look good at all. I mean, maybe here. Now, see, this is another case of what I was saying yesterday. Was some of the stuff just doesn't look good to trade. Like the euro is just all over the place right now. So let's go to gold. All right, gold. I mean, I can see a pretty clear zone. So as we recall, we had this break, right? And then we had another break to the upside. Let me get my arrow, my trusty dusty arrow, right? We had this other break to the upside. And what are we doing? Well, boom. We have this zone we want to see tested before going higher. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and put an alert here. And this is on the hourly, right? This is just very high time frame. So we'll put that as a demand zone. And we'll just wait. Got no problem with waiting, right? And as we saw, right, we took a trade in the counter trend on NASDAQ. So technically we could look for some counter trend trading here. But I mean, honestly, why? Why overtrade? So we're starting to kind of see it shift here for scalping per on a lower time frame, right? So break. I mean, if we're looking at this break, where to come from, it broke down from here. So technically, we could say something like this. If we're already expecting it short term to go lower, we could say something like that. This is super high time frame, right? Or no, this is 5 minutes. Yeah. Yeah, we could say something like that. Why not? Let's look here. Let's say our entry, boom. We need to go ahead and make sure we're dragging this here. Something like that. Like this, right? I'm looking for a 1-to-1. That's a pretty small area for it to move. But I mean, you look at all of this structure in here is just, you want to see it run it, but at the same time, it's like, is it gonna run it though? Right there. I don't think it would be a bad trade though. I'm gonna sell stop that. All right, so let's go ahead and put this on the chart. So I'm gonna move this over here. Now I'm gonna go ahead and adjust this so that it mirrors what I have in my live trading environment. I guess technically it's not live trading, it's my prop firm challenge. Technically, so I'm not actually making real money off of this. It's just, does my strategy work? 650.67. Whoops, that's the stop loss for 5.03. That's what we're looking for there. And then of course our stop level is 650.67, like that. And that's pretty much what we're looking for there. Just a small little, I guess, bite out of crime, like they would say. I guess that's what they would say. Because if it falls, it's going to fall, right? So we'll just put an alert here so we can track it. And we'll say sell stop. Oops. And we'll go and move this here and we'll wait. Get tapped in. We'll put a stop loss and then we'll have full TP down here. So what we'll say is full TP. We can do this one because if it taps in, it might run. Full TP. And we'll just wait for this to happen, if it does happen, right? If it wants to. And that's pretty much it. That's all we're doing for today, y'all. I hope this was insightful. So as always, in particular fashion, if you have any comments or you want to see additional content, just let me know through the comment section. Go ahead and hit that like or dislike button for whichever one you think is necessary. If you loved it, hit that like button, y'all. And last but finally not least, hit that subscribe button to get more content like this, where I just sporadically take trades randomly and drastically change up my risk management strategy from 1-to-4 to 1-to-1. But anyways, that's all for today, y'all. I hope you all have a wonderful day. It's your man B Phil, and I'm gone. Peace.